Welcome, guys, to the new and improved, brand new Elise and Sam show. Not tea review, although we are reviewing tea, that's not the main point. Because whenever we call it tea review, people are like, I don't like tea, I'm not watching that show. So guess what, moron? It was never about that. It was always just fun and japes and games with your good pals. Here we are, new camera, ooh, new cups. Have we had these cups out before?
Yes.
New crab bell?
No, it's not
no,
new
old crab. New tea.
New tea.
To review. Wowee. Along with a lot of new topics and stuff. You can be part of the show thanks to a brand new feature. Elise and Sam help@gmail.com. You can email in for an agony aunt section where we will solve your problems, or alternatively, you can just send us fun stuff to talk about. I don't really care, but preferably put that in the YouTube comments for that delicious retention. Dogs, you cannot wait to choke to death until we start recording. It's unkind. It's Elise and Sam help@gmail.com.
I guess we'll put it in the description.
It's in the description, yeah. But yeah, I set that up the other day preemptively.
Yeah, I knew that you were going to set something like that up.
I don't know how the audio quality is going to be.
Yeah, this is like a totally new setup. We haven't got special mics anymore. It's all in one thing. So...
You're next to the to the mic, directly next to it. But
we
will try and dig the mics out at some point. It's just more, we don't know where they are.
Yeah,
but in theory, it should sound okay.
It might sound better.
Might sound better.
If it sounds better, then we bought those mics for naught.
And we're recording it straight to a PC now, so it's a lot easier to edit and just everything.
We can see the camera there. Ooh.
We've got an audio, every little preview. Everything is so good these days. Do you want to...
What is Brie doing?
Her best. Would you like to pour the tea?
Yes, I'll be back in a moment.
For people who've never watched the show before, there are two dogs in the room. There's Mabel the poodle and Brie the poodle. And they're both arseholes.
Yeah, that's true.
But in different ways. Mabel's like a mischievous arsehole, whereas Brie is an idiot.
Brie's, she tries her best.
Sometimes the best isn't good enough. Today we're drinking a beautiful tea that you saw in the shop, and
I said, in the clearance section.
I said, wow, I really don't want to try that. It's the tea that tastes like chocolate and mint tart. Quite frankly, that sounds dreadful.
Yeah, it sounds bad.
But hey, I guess we'll give it a go. The autofocus on this is so much better.
Yeah.
Than the other camera, by the way. That's shocking. So the whole reason tea review hasn't been around for a while, I kind of discussed this in a Terraria episode the other day.
Our camera broke.
The camera blew up, and I was like, well, I'm not buying a new camera, sod that.
They're really expensive.
So I was like, I'll just wait until I want to upgrade my phone, and this year I decided to upgrade my phone after like 6 years. I was like, yep, okay, let's do that, and then there can be a permanent tea review camera, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
How is it so nice? Are you ready to be back?
I am.
A celebrity famous?
Let's not say that. I'm not really that.
You're famous. People know you.
Technically, according to the UK press, I think it's like 10,000 subscribers.
30k is when you're officially a celebrity.
Celebrity.
And the reason they make that distinction is for like tax reasons, but also so that if you have like an Instagram page or whatever, and you start taking sly deals on the download. If I'm like, oh, guys, I really am enjoying sleeping on my Casper.com mattress, maybe you guys would benefit from a Casper.com mattress. If you've got like 25,000 people that follow you and do that and don't disclose it, apparently that's fine. Oh. So they need an illegal cut-off point.
A legal cut-off point to be able to advertise without advertising.
But I'm sure you'd still get in trouble for it if you were caught taking money for that. Anyway.
Surely
ring the bell.
Have something to do. Oh yeah, if it'll ring. There we go.
You never rung a bell before?
Well, no.
Not in this household.
This crab bell is bad.
That's not. It's fine. See?
The old crab bell was better, but it broke.
You're just a little weak baby man.
We still have old crab bell.
Yeah, but it's missing its top bit.
It's missing this bit.
It's missing the bell end.
we got this one as a replacement from TK Maxx, right?
Yeah.
TK Maxx.
I prefer original crab bell. This one hasn't got the same aura.
It does not. It's not.
I'll try and repair original crab bell at some point. We'll bring it back.
Well, we haven't got the top anymore.
I'll figure it out.
You're gonna take the top off of this one and put
transplant it. Yeah, but that's gold. That would be weird.
It would be. He'd be fancy though. He's got a little crown.
You have a lot of topics for us.
I do. Sam wrote down a load of topics and then realised right before recording.
I've got a load of topics, but we need to like plan them out. I've got like cool stuff that's funny to talk about, but we need to also like prepare ahead of time for our input.
I've got one that we can just immediately go into because we were chatting about it in my car the other day. Oh yeah, maybe we should bring that up first. I drive now. They fly now.
Should we give an update on our lives?
Yeah.
Okay, what's happened since last tea review? Brie is now a fully grown big dog.
She's just turned a year old recently.
She's enormous.
Yep, she's huge.
You drive now.
Yep, I learnt how to drive and I passed and it's horrible and scary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Other than that, that's it.
We redecorated a bit.
Oh wow! Well, that's perpetually true. Always.
Always
I
in our
always
house.
redecorate.
Sam has got this awful habit. I was whining to Marie about this the other day. I won't lie. I was like, Sam has decided we're moving the rooms around again. It's like every 5 minutes you have to move a room.
And every time I do, it's an improvement.
Except for the times when it's not an improvement.
Like when?
Like, right, I've got 2 examples.
Here
One
we
is
go.
when we were in the old house and you were like, we need to move the sofas around to a different orientation. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to like this. And we removed it and you were like, it's terrible. I don't like this. So we had to reorient it again.
Okay.
But the worst one was when you moved a bed down the stairs. This was in this house.
Yeah.
And then you decided that you didn't like it and we had to move it all the way back up again.
I didn't even remember that.
That was awful. That was a bad day.
I moved a bed downstairs and why would I have done that?
It was like when we...
You're making stuff up. I'm calling you out.
Why would I make it up?
I'm calling you out.
I'd have a reason to make it up.
It's moral superiority, clearly.
Moral
Also,
superiority?
sorry, what's the problem with moving a bed?
It's awful. It's like heavy.
Okay.
And it ruins our walls. We break it. We can make a new hole in the wall whenever we change a room around.
Yeah, well, at least it's not a hole in the fucking floor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's bringing this up. So unfortunately, and I'll even make it happier for you. I knocked a chopping board on the floor and it gouged two holes in the floor.
Yeah, it did, yeah. Right in the middle.
One was an accident. One is just constantly moving furniture around until it ruins the walls.
Ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing to complain about. I just want my environment to be nicer.
No, I think it's fine that you like having a nicer house, but it just... Every 5 seconds, you just like, nope, we're going to move everything.
That's because we half-arse it all the time, and then we have half a finished room all the time, bro. Okay, you can do it by yourself. You're decorating.
The thing is, right, you hate anything that I choose to do on my own.
Yeah.
You don't really like my aesthetic. Oh, that's a dishwasher.
Yeah, but my aesthetic tastes are cool. Look at how cool this room has ended up being.
I was half of this room.
You were not half this room.
I chose the colour of this wall and that wall.
No way.
You chose the wallpaper.
Yeah, and it's the best part.
Okay.
Oh, come on, bro.
Okay. Okay, sure, you did it. Yeah, it was you. It was only you, actually.
Right, what were you going to talk about? Oh, he moves the house around because he likes his environment to be nice. Ooh, crazy. Yeah, okay. Sometimes there's a hole in the ceiling that leaks and then I want to move out of the room that's mouldy. Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Oh my god, that's not what I was talking about though, bro.
No.
I didn't complain about that one.
You made up a time where I apparently moved a bed downstairs.
You did.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah, I just thought middle of the kitchen floor, that would do it.
Anyway, I was going to talk about just like loads of random stuff because I've just been writing down stuff that I've been wanting to talk to you about, and then instead of talking to you about them in our real lives,
just saving it so you can monetize it.
Genuinely, there was one of these that I wrote. We were in bed, and I was like trying to. I had the thought, and I was like laid down. I was like, oh god, I need to write this down for tea review. And then you just keep on yapping, and I'm like, I need you to stop.
Oh yeah, I remember
now.
this because I was doing it to. Yeah.
I was like, I need you to stop talking right now because I need to remember this because it like came into my mind then it left. It was like as fast as it came in it left, and I was like, no.
That was a lot to you.
Yeah, it's because I've got neurodivergency.
You're skittish, scattish.
Scattish, yeah, I love scat.
Scatty, yeah, you're scatty.
Yeah, so I was trying to get him to shut up because he kept talking.
Yeah.
And then eventually, there was a moment of silence and it just popped back into my head. And you were talking about something totally
This is
unrelated.
a prequel to the actual thing you want to talk about, by
Yeah.
the way. This is a story for a story.
It was like a totally unrelated thing to what you were yapping about as well. 'Cause you were like, I was like, I can't remember it. And you were like, well, what if it was this? I was talking about this. And I was like, no. I don't remember what it is, but I remember that it wasn't what you were talking about.
You are edging me like crazy. I can't wait for this conversation.
No, because the conversation isn't the exciting part.
I'm prepared.
Actually,
okay, here we go.
That you were sat there like, all right, you gonna tell me what it was? And then I was like, no.
Here we go.
Why are you?
I'm waiting for the big reveal. That's it. Yeah, this is the.
I'm going to find it from my list.
Oh my god, you can't even remember it.
These are funny for me.
Here we go.
Actually, this is one.
Oh my god, no! Say the story you just did the build-up for!
No!
Oh my god!
You're missing what I'm saying! My build-up was the fact that you kept on asking, and I was like, no, I'm not telling you.
Yeah, and then you didn't tell me then, and you're still not telling me now.
Okay, we'll get to it recommend.
Oh, Jesus!
We'll read the list out.
Hi, mate.
I'm going to go for the one we said in the car, though, which is Americans have fake Chinese food, right?
Americans have fake, General Tso's chicken or something like that.
And we also have fake Chinese food.
We do, yeah.
We have like, so we were actually discussing it that.
Wait, what?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that salt and pepper chips are a native thing from China.
But that's like fusion food.
Yeah. Unlike like how orange chicken, I assume, is fusion food in America. That's what I'm saying, is that like we've got food that is... Oh God, why do you have to pull a face at everything I say, mate?
No, I was gonna go off on America, but you can carry on.
You can go off on America.
I was gonna say, what's it a fusion of? Like actual Chinese food and then fucking red 40 and corn syrup. What's ours? Ours is like, so we have salt and pepper chips in the UK, right? Which is a club banger. Yeah. It's effectively chips, like chips. What? Like French fries, except it's not. It's not the same food.
Chunky
like
chips.
Thick, proper British chips.
Chinese chips are really good.
And then they're like fried up in Chinese spices.
Yeah, it must be 5 spice they put it in.
It's delicious. It's like an improvement on it, and everybody wins, and it's like the greatest level of fusion food going.
It's good. And then we also have chicken balls. I don't think those are necessarily...
I mean, it's just chicken that's battered and fried. I think
and then they have it with the sweet and sour sauce.
That's like a universal food. Every culture has that.
Every culture must have their own... Like, we didn't really, as a country, have a fried chicken, did we?
What's like orange chicken? That's the American one, right?
Yeah.
And then General... I don't know what General... Can you Google it? What is General Tso's chicken?
I don't know who this
I don't even know how to
is.
spell it.
General...
I bet if you type in General Tso's chicken. Here we go. What is it? Oh, it looks delicious though.
It does
to be
look
fair.
good. It looks like orange chicken, westernized version.
Oh,
so this is the original, and then it was made into
Right.
orange chicken. There you go.
No, all the way around.
No. It says the westernized version of this is orange chicken.
Click that. American Chinese dish in a... Wait, so General Tso's is the original?
Yes!
No way! I thought he was a made-up man.
I don't know. Maybe he was. Ask the Chinese. What we were going
Well,
on
no,
about...
I need to be asking an American guy.
Well, ask an American Chinese guy, he might know.
Maybe that's General Tso.
Maybe he is.
Or whatever his fucking name is.
I'm going to take this
Okay, here we go.
But yeah, we were discussing how I wonder how much the American Chinese community is different to the English Chinese community, because we actually get a lot of people from Hong Kong.
Well, yeah.
So we get a lot of Cantonese food.
Yeah, because we get a lot of like first-gen migrants. Because if you were born in Hong Kong up to literally like the 1980s, you got a British passport.
Yeah,
you could just fly over and you were a citizen.
Come here. Yeah. I do wonder how much it influenced the cuisines in America.
Whereas America might have a lot more. You think like mainland.
Yeah.
Like Beijing.
Yeah. It's like I'm sure it's interesting to actually look at it. I mean, I'm not a food scholar. I'd have to ask somebody that actually knows about that stuff. Because I really, honestly, as a boring person, probably wouldn't know much difference.
You're not boring.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to add? Yeah.
You're not boring.
If you're really interesting, come up with your next topic.
Okay.
Next review topic.
So, it's almost Christmas.
No, it's not. Oh God, is this what we're going to whine about?
It's almost Christmas.
We whine about this every year.
Well, listen, here's the problem. It's getting worse and worse every year, but eventually it's going to sell right, because we walked into the fucking supermarket
in August,
and they were trying to sell like advent calendars, like the countdown to Christmas 6 months early. Yeah, I'll keep it on my shelf till it ticks over in another 5 months' time, but it's like Santa Claus on the shelf. I mean, it was the entire middle row of this bloody supermarket lined with Santa in August. And it's like, it's not even Halloween yet. It's like the second...
They had the Christmas stuff before Halloween.
I know. It's the second it hits August. Who is buying this shit?
I don't know.
It's like Easter as well. The second Christmas is over. Easter stuff is on the shelves. Who's buying this shit?
People putting Easter eggs on the shelf in January. It's crazy.
But this is my point though, because like if next year it's going to be like May, and then the year after that it's going to be maybe like March, and then Christmas will arrive when Christmas should, i.e. maybe December the 23rd. Because you're just watering it down, because it always feels like Christmas, and then you're making Christmas less special. It's slop.
Oh God.
It's slop.
It's slop.
Oh my God, I hate that.
I'm gonna not name them, but they know if they're watching. our friend who complains about slop all the time
It's
and then
slop.
loves slop.
Oh, everything's slop.
Everything's slop.
Why is it slop? Use your words. Give us a better description. It's so banal. And then people are like, oh, it's a great word to describe it because it's hyper-capitalism. Yeah, we've been like that since the year 1990.
My problem with slop and the argument of like, oh, it's not that deep and things like that is that sometimes things are deep. Sometimes things that you don't think are very exciting. Like I was saying this about the Sopranos, which we have been watching. Because we're older and boringer, so we have to watch a TV show to bring ourselves joy. But we have been watching The Sopranos, and it has like that balance of, you know, the weird humour and the, you know, brain dead, you know, gangster stuff, but has plenty of stuff for people that want to see more. You know, it has the balance of both the people that want, like, you know.
It's made by cinematographers.
Yeah, so you can actually see the intentionality in a lot of scenes. But if you're here for slop, you're going to enjoy it as well as people
in, like, the guy that writes it is also clearly into cinema.
Yes.
There's a tremendous amount of, like, Goodfellas references.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of Scorsese, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that people are so eager. I'm a reader of manhwa, unfortunately.
Oh, Jesus, here
and
we
Manga.
go.
I've got some
Wait,
manhwa
hold on.
takes.
16 minutes and we've already hit the anime discussion.
This isn't anime yet.
Oh,
I actually have got white complaints about anime coming up.
Oh, I can't wait.
But yeah, as a manhwa reader, the comment sections of any manhwa are honestly just the worst thing possible because people just are so anti-intellectual. And it's like, you can enjoy this for slop reasons if you want to enjoy it for slop reasons. If you don't want to think and you just want to read it, that's fine. But then if you go into the comment section, you're like, I don't understand this. Why is it like this? And it's like, for non-slop reasons. And then you go, oh, it's not that deep when somebody gives you an explanation. Why did you ask?
This sounds very personal.
Well, it's not just personal for me. It's like a problem with like every single thing. Any topic that you could have an opinion on.
What?
It's just frustrating. Go on.
I was about to say, why did I buy a camera?
I don't know.
We could have just had a static image.
Yeah.
And nobody would have told the difference.
Just a nice static image of Brie. Would have been nice.
We could have just, and I could have just animated these cups flying in and out in Premiere. Are we trying this now, are we? Oh god, it's official. Hold
I
on.
had a sippy, yeah. It's supposed to taste like, I assume, After Eight.
Oh my god.
It's supposed to be chocolate and mint tart,
That's
but
got
I don't get
a
the tart.
really nice
Hot
opener
water.
on the tongue. Really delicious flavour. Hints of a little bit of chamomile. You've got hints of clove, definitely. You would know for a fact it is intended to be a Christmassy drink. The mint comes through very, very strong on the finish. I'm not getting much chocolate, admittedly.
I'm not getting chocolate. I'm just getting mint.
I think it's very much a mint forward drink. Which has been lightly spiced on the.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking
on the
about.
nose, yeah.
I would say that the chocolate is there in like the earthy notes of it.
That's a really delicious drink, and I would give that a 7 out of 10.
Are you done?
What's wrong?
Are you done?
What's wrong? I'm giving a lovely review of the tea.
You never make every single review of every tea that
What?
you've ever had on Tea Review is that's hot water.
No, this is a new era.
This is a new era.
This is a beautiful tea and a fantastic start to, I think, an optimistic new world that we live in.
I think that it's a fine tea. It's okay.
I personally, I think it's fantastic. I would never drink it again, nor buy it again, but I think it's fantastic.
You know what I should have gotten? Give me a moment.
Oh
Sorry,
god,
beef.
okay, here we go.
Sorry, beef.
Drip over the dog, yeah, okay.
Coasters.
Coasters!
We own so many coasters.
You're so right, B.
Because you were saying like, oh, we need something to frame this. Look at those lovely
I'm gonna get a
coasters.
little, like a laminated placemat that says Elise and Sam Show, and then I'll have like a picture of, I don't know, Don Cheadle or something.
I do love Don Cheadle.
You know.
I love the Don Cheadle.
And then people will watch this video and they'll say, who's that man? Is that Mr. Streamer?
Yeah. And you'll be like, yes, that's me.
It was me, Don Cheadle.
Yeah, you Don Cheadle.
Famous
all
for
the time.
playing...
I did see one comment once on one of your YouTube videos where they were just like, wait, Mr. Sam, your stream is white? And it was like, I mean, to be fair, like, how are they supposed to tell from your voice necessarily? They can tell you're English, unless they're American and they think you're Australian. But like...
Yeah, I mean, it's fair.
You've got a deep man's voice. It could be anyone, and it
Could
could
be
be any race.
I don't think I have any particular energy one way or the other.
I think that the probably part of the reason is also that you're not like a whiner about having a non-white character as your main character in a series.
That is probably one of the bigger parts of it.
You don't complain when you all random into, because a lot of times didn't you random into a character rather than come into it with a design?
I always do that. I just start,
unless you've got like a
this
recurring
is inside baseball room or shit. I normally start with an idea of like what I want them to do in terms of like their skills.
Yeah.
And then I'll just randomly appearance because I don't care.
Yeah. So that, because you don't automatically choose something, you just let it kind of go.
And then it just goes. And then sometimes I'll do a little tweaking if like the hair's dreadful or whatever else. But then,
how did you make Anne? Was she? Because I feel like you would have made her to be the most anime bait character.
Yeah,
ever.
I think that must have been more intentional.
But it's been a while.
Yeah, I don't remember. That's been like literally like 5 years now.
I think the most I've ever seen you create a character is when you were making them for that live stream I edited. When you were trying to find a dwarf model and you just couldn't find dwarves.
I don't even. I honestly, I've said this to people in Discord. The second the series ends, it's gone.
It expunged from your mind.
It's dumped from my brain.
Yeah. Well, because you see it a lot in Patreon messages where people are like, "Oh, what's your process like?" And it's like there isn't as much of a process.
Bree is currently licking the oven door.
Bree, do you want to stop?
Could you not?
Hi.
Can you not do that?
Oh, she's doing that gun she does.
She pulls weird facial expressions.
She does. She has a very interesting, expressive face.
She has a very expressive face.
She looks like she's about to burst into tears, like, all the time.
Yeah, I described her once as, she has a perpetual look of being in the middle of a bad job interview that's going bad for her.
It does look like that.
Like she's desperately trying to keep it together because she's got a lot on the line, but isn't doing a very good job of it.
Oh, bless her. But she's a lovely child.
What was going to be your topic? Now you're done blue balling me.
No, I was complaining about that manhwa thing, and then we moved on to talk about.
Oh, sorry, yeah. You talk about your manhwa.
Well, it's not just that. It just in general, like, because what it was that we watched Lord of the Rings with our friends for the first time, and it was just Fellowship. We decided to watch Extended Edition for the first time, which is a hot take for something that you might not necessarily do as your first watch.
Yeah, we were debating it. And
it was my birthday party.
There's cool
though.
scenes in.
Yeah, it's my birthday. I choose whether we watch Extended, and I watch Extended. So it was their first time watching the film, and it was a touch excruciating. It's because the memes have poisoned people's brains a lot. Every single time they were like, you know, that soy jack of the man pointing at the screen.
Yeah.
It was dead ass like every single time.
Every time there was a meme.
A meme moment.
Give them a moment for pity's sake.
And then, I'm naming him this time, Tom. When the bloody spoilers for a film that's been out for like 24 years, when Lurtz comes out and is shooting Boromir.
Yeah.
And Tom's like, banana! And I was like, what the fuck is he talking about banana for? Turns out he's played Lego Lord of the Rings, and in Lego Lord of the Rings, Lurtz throws a banana, or like shoots a banana at Boromir, and all he could say for the whole scene was just banana.
The only exposure to Tolkien being Lego Lord of the Rings for a man who claims to be some sort of fucking like...
Oh, he's so pretentious about it. He's the person that
I'm not watching Marvel, it's cape shit.
Oh, cape shit, slop it.
Cape shit, and then it's just, banana, and I'm like, this is I think the best way to get him from now. I'm like, for a man who claims to hate all the cape shit, he's got very much Guardians of the Galaxy level humour. That would be, I think if he watched that film, it would be his favourite film of all time.
Some people like Guardians of the Galaxy. The thing is, right, I think that it's fine to turn your brain off and enjoy something.
Yes,
you know,
it is.
I think it's fine to do that.
I think it's necessary.
You don't, like, I don't think that, for instance, I liked watching the Spider-Man film, which again, spoilers for a film that's been out for like, 5 years now, it feels like it. When the 3 Spider-Men turn up and you're like, woo! It's 3 Spider-Men! I was like, yay! I wasn't expecting high cinema. I was just enjoying it, going, woo!
You don't always want high cinema, though, because then you end up with stuff like Prometheus, which is...
I kind of like Prometheus.
In fact, I mean, I do. I'm a Prometheus apologist.
Like
I like the themes. I like what they were going for. I'm always a sucker for the kind of religious perversion that comes in shows like that, where it's like meeting your god and it turns out to not be what you expected. I find that fascinating from a just an anthropological perspective. On the subject of that, I watched Alien Earth. Mm-hmm. Which is the Disney alien show. I don't think it's Disney that made it. I don't know. It's like Hulu or HBO or something like that, but it was on Disney Plus for whatever reason. FX. I don't know what that is, but anyway, it was on Disney, and I thought it was fine. There was a tremendous amount of frustration just to keep the plot going. People forgetting to lock the lab door or not paying attention as the aliens are doing weird shit in the lab. Like weaponized incompetence from just about every single character, making them all dislikable. But spoilers for Alien Earth, slight spoilers anyway, it happens in the first episode. The premise of it is one of the many corporations, like Weyland-Yutani and stuff like that. Well, one of their rival corporations is downloading people into cyborgs, into synths. But they can't figure out how to do it with adult brains, they've got to do it with children's brains. So you end up with these adult actors playing children in like a kind of grim world, because there are aliens that Weyland-Yutani are trying to salvage and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I thought that was really fascinating that they were playing, like the actors were all really good because they were obviously adults playing kids in adults' bodies in all these kind of harrowing situations and how they might react to that. And I thought that was like a cool concept. But then I read the reviews, and I went on Reddit, and I looked at the comment sections, and it's everyone saying, "Where's the alien? I want to see the alien more. Why is the alien not killing people? There's not enough action." People complaining that the alien was played by a real actor in a prosthetic suit.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate, the practical effects. The alien looks clunky, it's too much like a man. Yes, that's because it fucking is a man. The alien was the worst part of the Alien Earth series, but they were never going to be brave enough to do an exploration of these children effectively being made immortal. There's a lot of like Peter Pan sub-themes and shit like that. It takes place on an island and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, no, they obviously wouldn't have been brave enough to do that. They wouldn't have got green lighting for that. So instead they have to do it as Alien Earth. The alien is like in it for maybe like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
It probably gets like 10 minutes of screen time. It's so dull.
Yeah, I mean, this weirdly, I'm going to let you continue talking about this show.
No, I'm done. That's it. I don't want to spoil it because it's only been out like
this weirdly leads me on to a topic that I was going to bring up about.
I cannot wait to find out what that other topic is.
I believe this is the topic. It's not that exciting.
Is it?
It's not that exciting.
This is the topic you were going to tell me in bed.
I don't know. Basically, my beef with because you've got adults playing kids, right? And assumedly a lot of the mistakes that they are making make sense within the context that they are children in adults.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yes.
But it's also the adults that are hideously incompetent as well.
Okay. Which
is my complaint with the show.
I have an issue in a lot of media that fucks me off to no end. And that is when you get an adult character who is so naive that it actually breaks through your concept of like, what's the word? When you... can accept something that's abnormal to an extent in a show or TV or... Oh, God. Suspension of disbelief. Thank you. When it breaks through your suspension of disbelief and then becomes something that is just comical,
yes.
And you're supposed to take it seriously.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate it. The only time I can appreciate this sort of trope is when there's a reason in the narrative for it. For instance, when with adults with children's minds. Or, for instance, an alien. It's overplayed. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of sexy women aliens coming to Earth and wanting to fuck the first man they meet because they have no idea what humans are like. It's a shit plot point. It sucks. It's not interesting. It's not new. Actually, in that new Alien film, the best part of it was the... can we talk about that?
Which new Alien film?
The Alien film we watched in the theatres with the siblings.
Oh, Romulus.
Yes.
We didn't watch that in the cinema.
Oh, we watched it in our house.
We watched it at home.
We watched it at home.
On our TV.
On our TV. We watched it. Are we fine with the spoiler moratorium? Fine on that one?
I think that's been out long enough.
Yeah. There is a robot in that who is essentially like ridiculously naive, and I think that makes sense. I'm not going to give spoilers for any of the rest of that character.
Yeah.
But that character works and makes sense, and actually, the frustrating parts that come from that naivety are utilised in
or explainable.
It's
part of the story rather than just...
I think that Romulus is a nothing film, to be honest. It doesn't...
I forgot we'd even watched it until you just mentioned it.
It's just a nothing burger of a film where it's just like, wow, this added very little. Sorry.
It's a rehash. It's the safe rehash.
It's the safe rehash. It did the same stuff we've seen before.
It's doing what Avengers is inevitably going to do on the next film.
Yeah.
And it did what Star Trek did and what Star Wars did.
Yeah. These naive characters have to have a reason to be the way they are. If we get a character in the modern day that is ridiculously naive and it's like everyone takes advantage of them, I'm like, huh? Why? Make that make sense to me? If it's a comedy, I can suspend the disbelief more. Like, elf. I film I hate elf.
Christ.
People who like elf do not
Yeah.
interact. That makes sense, even though...
Do not interact.
I've had best friends in the past who love elf, and they're like, it's their whole personality
Paul
at Christmas.
likes elf.
Yeah, it's their whole personality at Christmas is loving elf.
Oh,
and
fuck.
the thing is, like, there is actually a narrative reason why he is like that, but also, you know, in a comedy film, if somebody's like that stupid...
Comedy
or
slapstick
naive,
gets away with that.
it gets away with it.
Even horror.
To
I
an
will
extent.
allow horror a bit more because any sort of
Extreme.
super high stress, unexplainable
environment.
situation where there's fucking magic monsters or murderers, you can hand wave away a lot of the incompetence.
Yes, but it's again, this is a problem, especially I find in like romance stories where they need to have one character. Like, I'm going to bring up weirdly,
Constantly miscommunicating their feelings
50
to one
Shades
another.
of Grey, where they have Anna is the main character, and genuinely, she is so unaware of anything in her. Like, I read the book when I was a kid.
Just
Shouldn't have
along.
done that. Shouldn't have done that.
No,
but I
probably
did.
not.
It was like a thing back when we were young to like, you know, see the phenomenon that was 50 Shades of Grey.
I mean, yeah, it was a cultural.
People who have watched T-Review know that we actually read it out loud in my maths class.
It was just
In
cultural
year
zeitgeist at
11.
the time, yeah.
Year 11 we were doing maths and the teacher wasn't watching, so we all everyone, the whole class was around my table reading 50 Shades of Grey. But Anna, the whole time in that book, has like no idea what's going on. Any new sex thing, even the concept of sex, she's just like, I don't understand, why are we doing this? What are you talking about? This bitch is like 21!
It was for middle-aged women who've never nut before in their lives understanding a whole new world.
I
Like Aladdin.
understand, but the fact that she is so ridiculously unaware of things to a comedic extent, like a woman who's in a BDSM relationship.
Did they have a
should know
backstory for her? Was
things.
she like from a fucking religious cult?
No.
Or she was just
The backstory of Anna is that she's Bella Swan from...
I know
And
that.
Bella is basically a Mormon thing, right? She was created by a Mormon creator. So, but the thing is, Bella, she was kind of like down to fuck in Twilight.
DTF.
Crazy but true. She kind of was.
ASL looking for sexy vampire.
Anna being this naive and oblivious is like something that was not in Bella, in my opinion, as a person who read both books as a youth.
If you pardon the pun though, it's all a self-insert.
Yes, but like when I was reading it, I wasn't self-inserting because I thought it was cringe.
Not in the middle of maths, you won't.
Way!
You scared the dog.
Sorry, Beef.
Oh.
Beefy. But yeah, this sort of character pisses me off, genuinely. Like, especially when you get it in with romance stories where you got one, you know, character that knows what they're doing and, you know, is like in control, and the other person is like, I don't know what I'm doing. And it's like, why? What about this in control person finds this person sexy?
Instead of subs and dons, it's like incompetence.
Yes, it is. It's like this incompetent character. This is so frustrating because it's really common, and there is a taboo to it having like a naive, you know, person. But the thing is that they should eventually, as the narrative goes on, understand what the fuck's going on eventually, right? It just you have to.
Yeah, you couldn't have 3 books of that,
And
or
also,
however many books there were.
In this day and age, I'm going to be frank. We were raised more or less on the internet. We've been around a long time.
Yeah.
There is nobody, I think, at least in this country, by the age of 18 that has not seen porn.
Kids see their first butthole on Roblox aged 3 years old now. Like,
yeah, unironically. It's like you cannot avoid knowing about this stuff. And also in this country, unlike the US, which I don't know enough about, we do have sex education, albeit shit sex education, but you know about it. You know about, you know, the mechanics of it. You don't go into that situation having no clue unless you're homeschooled. And
that's a very awkward lesson then.
yeah, it's like, you know about this stuff at least to an extent. You've seen it. Every kid in school by our age has probably seen Lemon Party. Everyone knows about it. Everyone knew about Two Girls, One Cup. Everybody knew about it.
I don't think I've seen Lemon
You've
Party.
definitely seen the memes of it though, right?
I've definitely seen Two Girls, One Cup because
Everyone's seen Two Girls.
You mention it and the soundtrack plays in like vivid clarity in my head.
Like,
that
everybody's
fucking
seen
piano.
it. Like, even ignoring that, the amount of like vulgarity that you heard when you were a kid.
Mate, honestly, I need to write this down. Throwing the Two Girls, One Cup soundtrack just into the background of the next record intro or
I
something.
think that actually can get you copyright strike, so be careful on that.
Just to see how many people activate like the fucking Winter
Neuron
Soldier.
activation.
Like sleeper agents waking up, people start fucking gagging at the rimworld. I've really got to do that. It'd be so funny.
Do you want me to write it down on your Mr.
That's alright, I'll remember.
Okay.
I'll remember. Man, that'd be so so fucking good, man.
But yeah, that's something that I wanted to whine about a little bit, because it really it bothers me. Because it's so prolific, right? If it was like some characters, it'd be like fine. But like, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of having like, again, if it's teenagers, I don't give a shit. If your teenagers falling in love and they're like, oh, what is this feeling? Like in manga, I hate it, but it's like, whatever, it's a teenager.
Well,
30-year-old? No.
On the subject of that, I also have an issue with characters that we are repeatedly told as an audience member that are incredible geniuses, mighty intelligence with big talents, and then never once do they demonstrate it, because when you write characters like that, your characters are only ever as intelligent
Sansa Star.
as, well...
Okay, Sansa Star.
Only ever intelligent as the writer. And in this case, to transition to the topic, I have recently played Mass Effect 2.
Oh no.
A game where we are introduced to exclusively two archetypes of character: big gruff men good with gun, or alternatively, sexy lady in a skin-tight suit, or sometimes not wearing any clothes at all, who's got good magic powers. And those are the two archetypes of character in Mass Effect. Mass Effect 2 at the very least. And repeatedly we are told about, like Miranda, for example. She's a genius. She was like this CRISPR embryo, super powerful, bred to be almighty and genius and strong and take over her father's dynasty and blah, blah, blah. You know, all this R&D and shit. And she's a genius and has all these magic powers and crap. And then... repeatedly, she and just about every other character who's a supposed genius in this game fall into traps over and over and over. They repeatedly miss very obvious signs and plot lines that are coming up. And the problem is, not only is it got to be obviously more intelligent than your writers, but if you have all these moments that are big plot twists and subverting expectations, you also have to write things that are arguably more intelligent than your players playing it. And I think I called just about every fucking plot twist in this game, not because I am some savant, dialed-in screenwriter, but because they were so painfully fucking obvious. I mean, let's be honest, it's a game that came out in 2004 or whatever, so I'll let them off very slightly, but the amount of times we're told that these characters are genius, and then repeatedly you go on these missions that are obviously a trap, and there's obviously something wrong with it. Like the amount of times they grab a device, like the one that really pissed me off and pushed me over the edge. Well, firstly, there were two things. Number one, your good pal Shepard, who's the good guy saving the galaxy.
Oh my god, Shepard, I love
The
Shepard.
John Shepard, gotta save the galaxy. Takes his mates onto the space station, and then a journalist comes up to him and interviews him. And then midway through, you get these like quick time events, right? And they're optional. You can either interact with them or you leave it, and the dialogue will progress. Well, the red dialogue option comes up, which is evil man mode, when this journalist starts talking to you. And what Shepard does, you have no idea what's going to happen.
Okay.
What he does is walk up to this journalist lady, your super soldier Shepard hardened soldier man, and lamps her in the face. And that was when I was all... that's like... We've jumped the shark immediately at that point. And your companions, what fucked me off is these companions who we've been told have this kind of... One guy I happen to take as this like sense of justice and vengeance and whatever, just stands there smiling in the background as you lamp a journalist, Mr. Super Soldier Man. So that's one thing that made it really jump the shark. The other one was there's this fucking mission, and you have to break into this enemy ship, right? And it's all cloak and dagger, really intense. We're going to steal this machine from them so that we can hack it and use their technology. They bring it back. They plug it straight into the spaceship, and you never guess what happens. The spaceship gets a virus. And as they were doing it, I was like, were you never taught to not plug in USB sticks that you don't reckon? You don't pick up the USB stick in the car park, take it home and plug it in. So why in God's green fucking earth are we breaking into this super hive mind robot ship and stealing their device to plug directly into the systems? Oh. I called it. I was like, don't plug that in, it's going to be a virus. And then immediately... Shepard, the ship's got a virus. I damn near shot through the fucking ceiling. And this happens multiple times throughout the game. I'm like, why are we coming... Why are we coming... See, Mabel's also pissed off because she's also played Mass Effect 2. I'm like, why the fuck are we on this ship? This is clearly a trap. And never guess what? It's a trap. Oh, suddenly it's a trap and we're having to retreat. And I'm like... losing my mind. And what made it worse is everyone in the comments is like, well, yeah, obviously you can predict the plotline, but this game's writing is great. And I'm like, where? Where's the great writing? I'm waiting to fucking see it. And I kind of came to the conclusion that it's kind of like Oblivion, right? At the time, when it came out.
It was like revolutionary.
It was, nothing had done anything like that. It was really cool and great and different. And everybody loves it because of that. But it hasn't aged well. And if you haven't played Oblivion before and you try playing it now, it's a bit shit.
It is a bit shit, I won't lie.
So that's where I kind of settled on Mass Effect 2. Anyway, that's my rant about that.
Deadass with that USB situation. All they need to do is post on Reddit, and they'd be like, "There's definitely CP on that. Please don't put that in your
I know.
PC."
What if that's what it'd been?
They've been arrested.
They plug it in, and then Shepard's on a fucking list. Anyway, here's your little fella that you wanted to show off.
Oh yeah, we'll show that off in a minute because I was gonna continue on.
Well, we're 40 minutes in, so we've got to wrap the shit up. Oh, don't forget to drink more of this delicious tea that I'm really glad we've got another 38 bags of because I enjoy the flavour.
I've been drinking it. Oh god, I totally lost my thread because of that. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about how much stuff like that. When you said that there was going to be plot twists, and you said that it was obvious what was going to come next. Okay, people that play Genshin Impact, if you do, I'm going to spoil something from the newest region in Flinz's graveyard.
40 minutes to Genshin Impact, by the way.
Let's go. But yeah, in that there's this section where there's these dead, they're ghosts, right? And they're walking around and they're simultaneously screaming "Don't come and save us," but also "Please save us." And I was watching this okay, so it's supposed to show the conflicting feelings of the dead and how they wish they could have been saved, but these people will want to save other people, which is why they died. They died to save other people. So they don't want to be saved, but they also wish they were. Obvious, right? Not a super heavy, think brain. And then Paimon, the worst character in the goddamn game, goes, why are they complaining? I don't understand. They want to be saved or not? And it's God, can you not let the audience just see a thing and have a conclusion for themselves? I don't need Paimon to spell that out for me.
I think in this case, we have to accept that Genshin Impact has...
It's the lowest common denominator shit.
Well, exactly that. Yeah, that's exactly going to be my point. That you've got a very large audience. You've got a variety of people speaking a variety of languages too, which is about as generous as I can be as an interpretation for why they might have included that. But simultaneously, I imagine there's a lot of people playing games like that, mobile games, and just turning their brain off and playing it on the train or whatever. And also, they just want to collect bouncy booby ladies from the magic boxes. So you kind of need something like that on occasion to...
It's not on occasion. The problem is, I wish that they had any faith in their audience to pick up on obvious cues like that. You don't need to explain to me, because then the character who's hearing Paimon going, why are they so confused? He goes oh, well, when people die, they have conflicting feelings. And it's no shit, Sherlock. Obviously. Oh my god, you could have just let me have...
When people die, they may be confused.
Yeah, it's just oh god, why are we doing... This is the most obvious thing. You don't need to explain it.
Nintendo load screen type hints.
Yeah.
Anything not saved may be lost.
But bearing in mind that this is not a main story event. This is a side story. So you could have made it have something to say, and it wouldn't matter, because half of the people want to skip through the dialogue anyway, let's be honest, because if you want to play your big booby woman, you're not reading it anyway, so who cares if they explained it to you?
You can't read with your hands full.
If you want to look at Lauma's boobs, you can do that, but I would like to have some...
How do I spell that?
What, Lauma? I already showed you her character model. You can just go in the memory banks and, just...
Oh yeah, that's been locked in.
Yeah, it's been locked in. You've seen those, big round boobies. Anyway, shall we show off what we did?
Yeah, go on then.
Speaking of Lord of the Rings, we got some Warhammer stuff done for our friend's birthday.
Our friend is a loser, and his only thing that he does with his life, other than watch My Little Pony, is paint a tremendous amount of Warhammer.
He is actually a parody of himself, isn't he?
For his birthday, we decided to celebrate by not showering and painting Warhammer. So we brought over some paints and a little paint shaker and some little pots and shit so we could paint some dudes.
Yeah.
Instead of playing Magic the Gathering, which...
This is mine, if I can get him up on the screen.
Is a real
There
man's...
he goes.
Tabletop
game.
My
little orc.
Yeah. So you painted a very traditional...
Yeah, very traditional style orc.
To clarify, neither of us paint any miniatures ever.
No, we don't.
The only thing I've painted in the last 15 years is a wall. So...
It's true. I'm more on the painty side than you, but yeah, this is my guy. Yours is much more exciting than mine.
I painted mine as an
based
honor,
on
as
current
a
events.
tribute to our home country, the United Kingdom. I've painted my orc as a bloke, as I don't know how well this will focus on it.
Yeah, put it in your hand, it'll be better.
As a British man, as you can see by the hideous yellow teeth, and his pink pasty muddy skin, intentionally, because you might notice actually in the base. You might notice on the base around here is caked in mud because we live in the UK, totally caked. And this is my guy. This is Big Dave from Rotherham on his way to paint a roundabout. So that's my orc.
That's Sam's orc. As we all know, that is the best use of your time, painting roundabouts.
Honestly, I thought you were about to say painting Warhammer, but
that too.
Painting anything.
Honestly, painting
Just
Warhammer,
painted.
I think that it's fine. I think the problem for me with painting Warhammer is that I don't have space in my house for
I don't
all these Warhammer
have
figurines.
the capacity for it as a hobby.
I love doing it.
Both mentally, physically, and in terms of like dimensionally. The idea of having that many fucking paints, that many bloody paintbrushes, that much of a financial investment. You could just paint a picture. Just go get a canvas and some acrylics. Yeah. That's like 40 quid. There, paint that instead.
I do wish, because I wanted to put blood on mine, but we were quite drunk, and we didn't get to it.
I was gone.
Yep. I probably have not been as drunk as that in a very long time.
No, that was a horrible occasion.
Well, straight after we played, we did a drinking game, and we had loads of rum jelly shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. We ran out of the rum jelly and we got down sours. So.
It was a bad evening.
I mean, I enjoyed myself. I had a lot of fun, and then you were so ill you had to go to bed, and then me and our mates went to McDonald's.
Yep.
We had a nice McDonald's.
I had a nice nap.
You had a nice sleep, and yeah. Good times all around. And we came down the next morning and Mabel and Brie had ripped apart a load of chocolate wrappers.
Well, they were hungry.
Yeah, they were hungry for chocolate. It was vegan chocolate, at least. Health.
I've got nothing else to talk about.
I've got loads, but I can save it for another.
I can prep my topics. We both need to put more prep work into my topics, because my topics are like...
Your topics are like a lot of stuff.
Top 10 favourite fellas or some shit like that, you know?
JML.
Just like a little example. So we need to get those planned out and ready. Remember, you can email in eliseandsamhelp@gmail.com. If you can't spell that, I don't want to read your fucking email anyway, quite frankly. I probably wouldn't be able to.
I can't wait for the elf lovers to email in and be like, what are you talking about?
You can email in with topics, but obviously an agony aunt section is really what I want here. I want you to send us your life problems for someone as level-headed and well-organised as myself.
I would like to preface this as don't expect good advice, but also...
Okay, let's set an actual, like, real ground rule here. Don't go hard and heavy. Don't be like, Mr. String, I've got 6 months to live. What would you do with it? Because let's keep it light, a little bit silly.
Last time we tried this, we did get a comment from somebody that was very depressing, and we were like, maybe we don't do
We're
this.
not gonna do anything that would, you know, if you're like, I'm going to university soon, blah blah blah, that's fine. But if you're like, I've got incurable bonitis and I've got 6 months to live, we're probably just will put that one in the recycle bin, you know.
It's like an unfortunate thing, because it's like, at least with this show, I already make it depressing enough without
Well, not anymore.
help.
This is the optimistic.
I just complained about like annoying character stuff for the last.
Well, that's fine. You can talk about
minutes.
things you like, but we're not. Like, there won't be any mention in this new version of the show. There's no politics, please.
We literally had a man with a roundabout on his back.
No, I didn't mention what it's about. No politics. There'll be no politics. There'll be no there'll be no discussion of AI for a fucking start. There will be no discussion of anything that could be even remotely construed as negative. This is positivity. I want you to come home. Shut the fuck up. I want you to come home after a long, hard day working in the slot mines and sit down and put on your favourite show, and I want you to leave with a goddamn smile, okay? That's what we're here for. We're not here to give you the hot takes, the hot scoops, and, the hot shit. What we're here to do is keep you company during these challenging times that we find ourselves in for reasons that we can't mention on this show. Sorry to remind you about that. Remember, it's always darkest before the dawn.
Okay.
And you'll make more friends with honey than you will with vinegar. Thank you.
That's related to a question that we got for the next tea review.
Is
Yay!
it? Okay, well, I'll trust you with that. Okay, yeah, so you email in, eliseandsamhelp@gmail.com.
Yay!
Thanks. And I'll be monitoring that inbox, and if you send shit, I will block you. Quite frankly.
Yep.
If you send any junk, I will block it.
Whenever we make a thread for you to be like, add mods, and they'll be like, add big booby bouncing mod.
Warhammer and boobies.
And it's like, okay, yep, that's...
So you know what? No nonsense here. I want to help some people, and I want you to We're gonna. Oh, you know what we could do? We could just honestly go on like Reddit, am I the arsehole, and pretend someone emailed it to us.
But the thing is, like, people just do that. That's like content where people just read "Am I the asshole" posts.
Maybe we could do that.
I mean, we could. It gets bad views.
I don't care about the views. I wanna.
The thing is, I actually have like opinions on a lot of these "Am I the asshole" posts that I complain to you about.
We've got
IRL.
to be we've got to keep it light. You know,
That's not easy though.
If it's like, I found out that my child isn't actually mine and my life is falling apart. That's a bit heavy. You know. Oh, but then a lot of the Am I the Arsehole, sorry, we were supposed to be wrapping up, but you've got me on this now. A lot of the Am I the Arseholes are, am I the Arsehole? I shouted at my wife after she shot me and killed my dog and burnt my house down, but I said some mean words to her. Am I the arsehole? It's fucking virtue signalling disguised as a legitimate asking advice.
Yeah.
And it drives me mental. So we'd have to find something that's a bit more...
Before we end, look at Brie. She's laid down and she keeps on smacking her head backwards into my leg like, Mother!
They want attention. So
Mother!
Mother! We'll go see them.
Oh my god.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, Elise and Sam help at gmail.com. Any topics you want us to discuss, anything you think we should see, but of course, intentionally, some help for you.
Yeah.
From two wise people.
People who have lived life.
Maybe we'll have different opinions to one another, and of course
sometimes,
yourself.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think that's healthy.
I think that's healthy.
To have different opinions sometimes. No, you can't say that on the internet.
And we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
And a big shout out to my good friend Taff.
One of the moderators.
The video is ending. Fuck off now. The video is ending. Fuck off now. Go outside, Matthew and Dale too. And little Scoot. You fucking...
Poo.
Poo. Nice, nailed it. Right, fucking turn it off.
Okay.